Let's get this show on the road.
I see Lawrence. It's time for meeting. Okay. I'm so sorry. I can explain more later.
Fighting. We're not fighting. We're having a discussion. If you walk up to something first and initiate flirting with them out of nowhere, it's kind of creepy, dude. You can't just do that.
Okay. Well, cause like I was being dragged away by this thing, and then I offered it steak dinner, and then like it let me go. So.
Alright, we've talked about this. You can't keep doing it.
It was a one-time thing! It was literally one time!
Life or death?
I see the way you
but
look at
many
things.
If you walk up to things with the intent to flirt with it, it's kind of creepy to just do out of nowhere.
Okay. Anyway, real meeting. Real meeting.
now that we've had the behavioral
the pre-meeting. Or the post-meeting.
You have to sit in this corner, right?
Yes, we do. Angus, come sit by me. Angus.
He's scooting.
Angus, come sit by me. Come join the circle.
Hey, listen, I was here already, so.
Oh! Don't use the sitting mode. You're stuck. You're contained. You're folded. You're like an omelet, bro.
Hold on. Let me just readjust myself, guys.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
First things first, I know we're not all here, but this is the majority of us, so this was going to be. I'll talk to the people myself that aren't here later. I want to thank you all for coming to the meeting. This is our second meeting. We did it, guys. We had two
We've reached
monthly
three
meetings
whole
back
meetings.
to back.
We've
This
reached
is an
three whole
accomplishment.
season meetings in total. Two back to back. Look at this.
This
guy.
is an accomplishment. the purpose of this meeting and the topics we'll cover is we're going to go over the suggestions. I think you have the book now.
I do.
We're gonna go over the suggestions if people have certain questions about them. We can all try our best to answer them. And we'll get the voting set up for that. I did want to also possibly open the floor for discussion on laws. And then for our closer, I did want to bring back up Tim, more so for them to get their own thoughts and feelings out about what they want to see us do regarding Tim. I know we talked about not doing anything right at the moment, but it's been a month. And I want to see if we all still don't want to do anything, or if moving forward we have a plan, because he is still a danger to us. He sets up traps upstairs and it's not safe. But to get right in, I don't have a suggestion to up here now.
Dude, I have the book.
You have the book?
They call me the book guy. But
Oh,
not really.
long
That's
skin.
the other guys.
You know that.
Alright. Sorry, I have a lot of fucking wills. Okay. So I have the book that I have the book which I've compressed some of the suggestions together, seeing as quite a few of them were counseled, but with this. So a few of them have been compressed into one, since it's the same thing, just with the addition of things being reelected. So our current ones that were suggested were a system of leadership, where a single person of upstanding morality, morality competence makes the larger safe zone decisions with the help of an advisory committee. The person chosen will be picked by the people and kept safe and in check by rules in place on how to properly lead. So that one would be one person is in charge and they have a council of advisors, is what that one essentially is. The second one is a council system in which 3 to 5 voted in charge in order to have a checks and balance system among them and to ensure people have a similar ensure that with this people have a similar ability to check and balance them in case of power imbalances or doppelganger interference, etc. These council members will be swapped out and re-elected once every 4 to 6 months. So we'll basically hold a vote every 4 to 6 months, whatever we officially decide on. These 3 to 5 people will discuss rules, decisions, executions of things that we're doing, etc., etc. Whatever we end up deciding, the rules and regulations on that are. This one is similar to the previous council proposal, but with the addition of a singular elected individual being in place to hold community votes, as well as settle disputes within the council. They would have no power beyond handling votes and settling council-related disputes. So basically, the council, but with the secretary, is what that one is. The fourth one is community voting, where we have set days to discuss issues and set up votes on how to resolve the issue or make certain local decisions. So a lack of any set people in charge, but having it be a community-wide thing.
Basically what we're doing right now.
Yeah. And then the fifth one was just the suggestion of no system of law organization.
Where did Angus go?
He's right there.
He's
right
behind
there.
the Falcons' way.
Oh, you.
Keep
Sorry,
listening a little bit.
Don't worry.
That's good.
Quite literally.
And
no
Felix
matter-
Felix technically, I think, is here. He's just asleep on the
He
stage.
just kind of
Cast
exploded.
that on the stage.
Yeah, he's on the stage. So
Exactly.
mind you,
Don't
watch your
mind
step.
him.
Yeah, watch your step.
I was like, we're missing somebody. Where the fuck is Angus?
All of these options are labeled by numbers, and when voting, you really just have to put the number that you want as the option.
Is there any questions about the current things proposed?
Can you I'm making a notebook. Can you go over the last two options?
The last two options was basically community voting, where we set up days to discuss issues and set up votes on how to resolve issues and make larger decisions. And then the fifth one was no system of organization or law.
So we have one person with an advisory team, group of 3 to 5 people, community voting.
It's okay. So one person with an advisory team, council with a secretary, community voting, anarchy. It is essentially the list in short and simple terms.
Why are you laughing?
It's just the way. I'm laughing because of how they said it. Okay, can I not laugh? No. Why?
No, but you look funny.
Hey.
Any more suggestions? Or any
Okay.
concerns or questions about the ones that are currently in discussion? Who has questions about them? 'Cause after this meeting, we will be setting up the
I don't know if the person is here.
You can talk. You can talk.
I don't know if the person is here who put up no system. But I would like to understand why they, or the person who put council but with secretary, what the thoughts behind those were.
I don't know who those are.
I believe Cypress did the one with the secretary, and it was so the people that were on the council had somebody to help deal with their problems within the council. It's like adding on a second person that doesn't make the rules or the say so, but basically checks and balances the council itself and making sure that any infighting within the council is dealt with.
But what if that one person has bias?
Every single person is going to have bias. It's unavoidable.
We are all biased.
I meant
We have
one person would be biased, then why are we?
So
What's the point of the
it very
non-bias?
much specifies that they have no power beyond handling votes and helping settle disputes. It doesn't mean they make any sort of decision. They just assist with in fighting, essentially.
Yeah.
They don't have
Are we
any
are we
power.
making this system with the expectation that people are just gonna be bickering behind the scenes? Is that what we're doing?
No, man.
As they should.
Has to.
As they should.
Like, yeah.
It was just
Everyone fights.
somebody's suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that everyone has very different opinions here. Everyone has very different outlooks and perspective and morality, and fighting is going to happen. People are going to disagree.
As for, I don't know who put the most, I don't know if you're talking about communal voting or anarchy.
Anarchy, I believe, would probably be the one.
Yeah.
With community voting, we'd still be able to vote on rules and stuff and all that jazz. It would just be more of a community responsibility. Meanwhile, the
Does
other one
anybody-
basically says we shouldn't set anything up.
Was anybody here the one who suggested it?
I thought it was funny.
Do you wanna, is that it?
Do you need a silly one, or do you want me to take it off?
Preferably probably take it off. Unless someone wants to fight on it.
No.
Alright, we will be removing anarchy then.
So you put something in there without
Voting.
you put it in there, but you didn't mean it.
I mean, it has to be options. I mean, honestly, every option.
No. No. If you don't believe in it, don't put it in the book and waste people's time.
Well, that's what this is for. This is to go over in case people changed their mind or did it for the money. Unlike the last time we did this, the suggestion went for an average trial. We didn't, well, we didn't get to go over what was in it.
Because the shit in there was barbaric.
It was, and that's why with this meeting specific, I made sure that we are starting off with going over what is in the book and answering questions off that just aren't right or aren't helpful. I would like to do this for the next time we hold a trial as well when it comes to punishments, though I believe hopefully by then we have chances to work on punishments. We don't have to suggest punishment. You were trying to say something, Angus?
I have a question. So, this might come hypocritical for me, but are there any like requirements, like to be elected as a person? Because I know, are there like any people? I mean, like, do you have to have these, or like you
being
can't
in
be doing
charge,
this?
or what? Like,
Yes.
what specifically?
Like, can we have a?
We would likely set up guidelines for the kinds of people that can be in charge.
Alright.
Agreed upon guidelines.
Yeah.
Obviously, like a child wouldn't be able to be put in charge. Someone who, like, I don't
So you're saying
know,
Elizabeth could be
murders a
mayor?
bunch of people
Jesus.
can't run for run for council or anything like that.
I would say we would probably have to set an age limit just because there are.
There have been
That it
situations.
shouldn't be-
There have been situations in the past in which that has been a concern.
That we would set conditions of for when any of these land, we'll set up rules and regulations as in I'll probably do another meeting where we do the suggestions of how we want to go about electing these people. If you want to put this in your vote on how you think it should go, you're more than
Honestly-
welcome to. I'll make a second meeting where we
We
talk
could
about that.
probably do both
Yeah.
figuring out how to do the voting and also like law suggestions at the same time.
Yeah.
Good.
That is
Yeah.
that was my next topic of this meeting is law suggestions is in talking about putting up a suggestion book anyway. So we could probably combine those into the vote books.
Yeah, honestly, not trying to sound hypocritical, especially coming from me. I honestly don't. Anyone in my state in jail and mentally unstable should be running for election.
Someone who
Absolutely.
is not sound of mind would not be considered appropriate to put in that position. Both for the safe zone in general and for that person, that's a lot of mental strain.
Yeah, just gotta make sure. We don't want any criminals on in the chair.
But is that all the questions we have about the Book of Suggestions for the system that we have? Or can possibly have?
I'm going to change this to system.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Then this one I'm not fully planned because I thought of it before. The lost suggestions, as I just said, that was going to be my next topic. Personally, I myself was going to see about putting up a suggestion book, just like this past one, or a system where you could put your suggestions for laws into a book, and then it'll go into a chest that nobody else has access to. I would have everybody sign their books so nobody can change what other people want as laws. And then we'd convene together, much like Mal did with this suggestion book. We would combine, we would either combine or we would put down whatever ones come up the most, that are repeats, and include the other ones, and then come up with a system like the court system I know you were working on, Mal. I don't know if you and Lawrence got to talk about it.
I got a little sick. Sorry.
It's okay. But that way we'd know what laws, and then you two would have laws to keep in mind for
the laws and
court
punishment
system.
page and like the restrictions on punishments page are the only thing I have not filled in the book right now, since we don't have that stuff figured out yet. But the rest of the book is I want to go over with Lawrence, and then the rest of it is done.
Yeah. Okay. Then we can do that. Is there any concerns about laws or any part of the topic that people would like to talk about regarding laws?
Are we as a safe zone going to be voting on the laws, or is it going to be left up to eventually the elected system of power?
I mean, it still could still be everyone.
That would probably,
I would
probably
still make that everybody. And then the council would more so be the people that would help enforce it. In the sense. Regarding that. Because it affects everybody. And while I believe the council would, of course, do what they're supposed to do and do what's best for the rest of the safe zone, these should be laws that we're all agreeing to, over people not, and then we're having to deal with people who don't like the rules. I mean, regardless, there is always going to be people who the rules, but this way they can't blame it on one person or another. If the laws are still set up to what we agree upon, it's an everybody has agreed upon that this is a law, and then whatever the punishments that are proposed for those laws being broken, will probably go to at least to the council for the severity of which they have to deal with. But that would then be based off of our law system, or our court. A lot of this is regarding the laws and the order. The council would mainly be the enforcers, and then be the main guys handling situations and moving forward with acts within the system's best interest. Process, you had a question.
I wanted to. It's off topic of this. Just something I want to bring up meeting wide, anyways. If you want to let Angus go first, as it's more current.
Do you have a question about the laws in court?
Honestly, I'm just determining which counts. Are we going to determine for punishment? This might be coming later. I just want to bring this up. What determines a trial case between an immediate arrest?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. that would be something we'd have to talk about, I think. Because I think regardless, if you are in active danger and are actively putting far too many people in danger, or saying you're going to at least being taken somewhere where you are not going to be able to hurt somebody, not necessarily the prison, but to a space where you cannot hurt yourself or other people just while you are currently deemed a liability to both yourself and others. And then I would say we take it to trial afterwards to dictate whether or not, if you actually did something that requires a consequence.
Alright.
Like, in your case of an example, you were put in the prison because you were a danger to yourself and others. People were hearing that you were threatening the lives of the entire system, so Cypress, myself, Apollo, Felix, and I believe it was Xavier all agreed that we would put you in the prison temporarily till we knew how to handle the situation so you would not hurt somebody else. I do believe that it was supposed to be temporary, but obviously more things have gone on, and unfortunately your case was forgotten about. I can't sugarcoat it. I won't sugarcoat that.
Nah, there was more important shit. Don't worry about it.
You were currently left down there because of that, but I do believe it was temporary. So, in the case like yours, you would just be taken somewhere where you can't hurt the or yourself, and then we'd give a fair trial. Just so you know, you're not getting yourself killed, and you're not getting others killed.
Alright.
At least that is how I see it. That is how I would do it. That is not me saying how we will be doing it, as that would, I believe, fall under the law system of whatever we vote into place, or the courts.
Yeah, maybe for whatever system we put together, we actually, I don't know, make a system for people to check on people down there.
Yes. That is what I would prefer. We'd have to talk to Pebble, as Pebble built it.
Pebble has a key card and hasn't given anyone else a key card. That's mainly the issue.
Didn't he give Cypress one?
Cypress has
Cypress
one,
is-
but Cypress
yeah.
is
Yeah.
not available. So.
Yeah.
I will talk to Pebble about getting key cards to people who are reliable, who aren't going to release somebody from the prison and whatnot, just so that you are not being left down there, Angus, for weeks on end, or anybody, regardless of that, is being left down there for weeks on end without being able to see daylight. Because that is cruel and inhumane and should not be what has happened to you.
It's chill. I got the pain.
Is there any other questions regarding laws or comments that people would like to add or talk about before we move on to Pulsus's question?
I understand that the system that eventually will be put in place is the one enforcing laws. Will they also be the ones deciding punishment per law? So, like, if you break a law, this is the punishment for that.
I would say it would go up to a vote for them, or at least in my own personal opinion, I would say it'd be a vote from the people, and then the council would then vote on the people.
In the book, I will be putting restrictions in place that's going to be in the restrictive area for punishments for crimes, because obviously we're not gonna do like 25 years prison for littering or some shit. So there will be guidelines to punishments, and I would hope we would be doing a vote on restrictions such as, like, you know, death penalty or stuff like that, because I know that was a concern previously in the last meeting, was wanting to solidify whether or not that was something we considered available. would say there are going to be restrictions on the kinds of punishments that are available. There will be kinds listed in the book, but those are going to be discussed upon and agreed upon by the community.
Yeah.
Same as the laws.
Got it. I wanted to.
The council is more so here for helping handle situations and having people that will be on top of them, enforcing our laws and making sure we are all staying within the agreed upon guidelines that we've given for everybody and ourselves. The council is here to make sure that what we all have agreed upon.
We haven't voted on it yet. Stop talking about it like it's for sure it's gonna happen.
Sorry, it's how I've been talking about this. If this is what happens, they will be here to enforce rules and make sure everything is stayed by the book. And done by the book of which we all agree upon. If that is not the case and the council is not here, then it'll be up to the rest of us to be able to check and balance ourselves and hold people accountable. Or I will propose a system of people who would mainly just be here to take over, making sure we're sticking to laws, and when laws are broken, it being handled correctly. The council, as somebody has suggested, they suggested we stick to the voting. It'll most likely come back to us voting and dealing with the situation with the given guidelines that we all know, that we will all have voted on, hopefully. Is there anything else? You are allowed to also bring up your own thoughts on this. This isn't just Melody sits up here and speaks his own thoughts and only his own thoughts. You all are allowed to speak your own thoughts on how you would want things handled, potentially.
Regardless of the system that is chosen, I think in general, we need a bit more better communication. There needs to be books posted on the notice board. Lucian didn't know Angus was in jail. I didn't know he was still in there. But I didn't know until recently Felix had their key card taken. Things need to be communicated better. If actions are to be taken, it needs to be communicated.
Well, with the key card thing, that was new, but the Felix or the Angus, that was on the notice board. It's just we have too small of a notice board and things get cycled out. The stuff like that was on the notice board.
If they are still in there, it should remain up there. Just so that people are aware that they are still there and not forgotten about. Like,
did you move the barrel down with it? Like, you moved the whole notice board, didn't you keep the old notices in the...
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So they're still there.
But I do agree with Paul. This is that if somebody is still having an active punishment, that we should keep it up. So
we need a bigger,
as he said, it wouldn't be
board,
forgotten
we can set
about.
one up. That's not a difficult thing to do, I don't believe.
The issue that stems with that is the reason it was moved in a smaller space is so people have to look at it. When we previously had it out larger, people would look at it and would continuously say that they didn't know what was happening even though it was on the board.
And perhaps we have one with urgent matters, like the one we have out there.
That is the one we have, is the one with the urgent matters. It's put there so people are forced to look at it. That's the whole reason.
You all didn't reach it. I had to find a creative way to make you not have an excuse.
What I'm saying though is that we can have a separate one with general information about punishments and stuff and what's going on, and one with urgent matters by the door.
Yes. There is a second board in there. It's another community notice, but that one in specific should be left for meetings, talks, and active things within the safe zone itself, because it's in the zone. It's matters of what is in the zone. I
do believe active
that
punishment
for this meeting.
should be available so that people actually know what's going on instead of being shocked.
Yes.
I mean, at this point, why don't we just have more of these meetings? I think we've learned more about what's going on and actually, like, talked about stuff more than just looking at books on a board. After a while, that board just looks like, you know, every other board that we have here. We have like so many boards around this place. I don't know if putting more books out is gonna help every situation.
It's
If
because
people
not
would
everyone
like,
can
we
attend
can
these
hold.
meetings.
Yes, that's why.
We can hold more general meetings. When we notice larger groups of people are in a way, they would be spontaneous and they would not be planned. But people could go around to each person and be like, hey, I'm going to hold this really quickly about this topic because it needs talked about. If that would help in regards.
The game of telephone has always been difficult in the sense that
That's
people
partially,
can't attend
yeah.
meetings, or they don't look at the board, or the board post gets cycled out, or people don't tell each other things, or people don't tell each other the right things. Communication has always been a very large issue.
Or they just don't care.
Or they don't care, or people keep things to themselves.
Or they're in
Communication
solitary
has always
confinement.
been, yeah. Communication has always been a very large issue here. I remember we held a really big meeting about like certain things in the hospital. Like we showed people pictures of the hospital. We had a whole book on the notice board about it, and then people still didn't read it or didn't attend the meeting or weren't listening to the things people were updating them on, and then they still went and messed with it and made it worse.
See,
We can try our best to communicate, but our biggest issue is the game of telephone.
yes. I do believe people are trying to do better, though. I don't think we should
Yes.
stop something just because people in the past didn't do something.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't. If people would prefer there to be more meetings on the regular. I know with Orion's little task force thing, I've been holding the meetings myself this far. If
He's
people have
awake.
certain topics or things that they want brought up to the people as a group, I know these are for, or at least these ones I'm trying to stick to doing them once a month, just for general overview about these topics that we have. I did want to, and still do want to hold a meeting regarding entities, going over ones that people may not know, or answering questions about entities, so people are a little bit more knowledgeable on those. This is just this is the groundwork for more meetings. This is me setting down the groundwork to, one, prove that we can all get together regardless and be able to discuss these topics civilly, whether we disagree or do agree with the actions taking place and whatnot, and being able to discuss it. And then so everybody is informed.
Hang on, I'm gonna grab something to real quick.
Okay.
Oh wow, this is awkward. Sorry guys.
Welcome to the meeting.
Good morning,
Did you
guys.
have a nice nap?
I was.
Says your wings seem very comfy right now. Your wings seem very comfy.
Okay. Oh,
I'm not saying this is like perfect or anything, but what I'm saying is we want to do meetings and also have
that's Bluesky's fault.
have. Why don't we just post the meeting notes here? Like we have more regular meetings, and if we're like,
Yeah, your boy
people
was
can't
passed
go to
out during the meeting. I'm gonna be for real. Your boy was passed
We
out.
basically just went over the suggestions that were given for types of government. They're in the book on the lectern, so
You know what, guys? I didn't write anything down, but I think a republic would be the best idea. Hear me out. A senate would be awesome.
There's not a good amount of people for that.
You're right, Lawrence. You know what? King Lawrence, I'm so sorry. All hail Supreme Leader Lawrence. All hail Supreme Leader Lawrence. I'm so sorry.
No.
Chill out, Felix. It's okay.
I love you, Lawrence.
We're currently
It's on my chest, Lawrence.
No.
We're currently on the topic, Felix, about Lou brought up wanting more general meetings, and Falsus brought up
Well, then I'll
wanting
be
more
right back.
communication and books being written about situations better. With that, because I've been the meeting guy, with the book that Lou's just brought over here, you all are more than welcome to add in topics and suggestions of topics to be brought up during these meetings. I'm not against talking about things that people want to talk about. That's what this is for. I mean, obviously these first two were just talking about a system, and then this is the follow-up meeting, but, I wanna get to everybody. What is your question, Felix?
You said we could suggest topics to talk about, right?
Yeah.
I have a topic to talk about personally.
Okay. Is it...
I think we should handle and strike down hypocrisy within the safe zone and how privileges work, and I think personally my suggestion is a new fresh start in social reputation for everyone underneath this system that we're putting in place, so there's no higher privileges right off the gate, or there's no pre-discriminatory ideas towards other safe zoners, such as me or Angus, for example. I'm sure a system where people who are well-loved would favor the well-loved over the disliked, and it would only cause more separation than unity.
Okay. I personally don't have too much to say on that topic. I do think that's a good idea. But there is also the fact that we are all biased. I myself don't realistically seeing that occurring, but that's my opinion. If somebody else has a different opinion on what Felix has said about this being a fresh start for everybody underneath the new system, and what you feel about that, you're more than welcome to speak up.
There,
Oh, go ahead.
in a perfect world that's possible, in a realistic
In
one,
a garbage dump that we live in, let's
in
Mhm.
a realistic scenario, in general, fresh starts aren't entirely possible. Looking at what people have done here, people, not sugarcoating it, people have fucked other people over. People have tried to kill people. You can't just erase that. While any system that we have so far suggested has more than one person involved, so that is for the checks and balances reasoning, making sure that biases aren't the only thing that are leading choice. It's to have other people there in order to disagree. The point of having more than one person is so that there is other perspective, whether we do a council or whether we do community voting or anything like that. It's the whole reason why we don't necessarily have any of the suggestions being one singular person only. Every person is biased, no matter what. You will never have an unbiased person ever. That's not possible. People have opinions. People have perspectives. People have different themes of morality, and that's not going to change. Everyone views things differently. We view people differently, but that's why we have each other to check each other.
Do you
There
think
are a lot of
despite
people here that aren't good people. And
do you
that's
think
not
despite having a
necessarily-
party instead of a singular person that we could still cause
I think no matter what, people are going to disagree. That's how people are. I don't think it'll cause a separation. Whether we vote as a community, or whether we vote as a council, or whether we split off into different groups, that perspective is not going to change. People don't just suddenly forget everything someone's done. That doesn't just go away.
What are we talking about?
The things people have done matter. The things and decisions that have been made matter. They're always going to matter. There's no way to fresh start that, especially with some of the stuff people here have done. There's no way to just pave over that. But I think that's also important because those are things we need to formulate responses and figure out how to handle those things in the future and avoid situations that we've had. Bias is always going to be included in things and decisions and perspective, but again, that's why we have one another to keep each other in check.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. I do understand from what you're coming from. I'll say that. Whether I can wholeheartedly 100% agree with what you're saying on, that's more... No, I'm not going to 100% agree on you.
Like I said, everyone disagrees on things. That's the point.
I can understand what you're saying, though. I can truly understand what you're saying. I can put myself in your shoes and understand why you're saying it, and
Explain the point they're making.
What?
You said that you understand. Explain it.
That, we're all shitty people down here, let's be honest, in that whether it's a group decision to vote or a council decision, no matter what, people will be upset over it.
There you go. Good. Making sure you're paying attention.
How I'm processing, Lawrence?
No, I'm making sure you're paying attention. Because you keep repeating the same thing over and over and are advocating for something that isn't possible.
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that, King. I'm so sorry. Please don't beat me.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No matter
Lawrence,
what,
please
people
sign my
are going
chest.
to be people.
Please sign my chest, Lawrence.
Hypocrisy and bias and perspective are always going to be a part of people, and to erase them is to erase the parts of people that make them people.
Mm-hmm.
Is there more on this topic? Yes.
Similar, but kind of backpedaling a little bit. Bosses had brought up the need to communicate some of the things going on, like Felix missing a key card and with Angus being in the jail for far too long. I have made a book regarding the Felix subject, as I'm the person who did take the keycard away. And I will be putting it up on the board. Is there a particular board people would like this to be put up on?
I think we are setting up a new one, so we'll discuss 4 punishments
board?
and such going on. Yes.
Okay, new
for
board.
that.
I will probably actually the gatehouse, the one that's in the gatehouse, not in the door, but outside the door. I will probably change that to punishments. It's a community board, but we also have the community board over there, and so I will probably change those 2 boards over there to be the community notice.
Yeah, instead of like
in the gatehouse, the punishment.
The one, so you walk into the gatehouse by the door over there, and it's the one to the right. Alright. So any more talk on Felix's topic about fresh starts from the system? Does anybody have any other thoughts and opinions on that they would like to share? And our final topic will be about Tim, unless somebody else has any other topic they'd like to bring up beforehand. If you have any more topics, again, just for you to there, this is where I would ask you all to add topics. Yes, Angus?
I know we were talking about having a vote for me to get out. I don't think that's a good plan right now, but I would like to talk about my trial case at some point.
You can talk to me about it.
Yeah, we can
Yes,
get
Dr.
you a
Lawrence. I
meeting-
love that guy. I love that guy. I love that guy.
We can get you a meeting with Lawrence, and if a trial is what you are wanting, we can discuss.
Lawrence, can I please go against you in court? Please,
No.
Please. It's always been my dream. It's always been my dream. It's always been my dream.
It would
Please,
have
go
to
Fuck
be
is
against me.
somebody
wrong
that
with you
would-
tonight?
would-
Please, it's always been my dream. It's been my dream since I was a wee little boy.
Felix, it would have to be another person. Because of Angus's case, it would be Angus versus the station. So it would have to be somebody that the station picks to represent the rest of us that would be going up against Lawrence in this case. But yes, we can bring that up, and we can
Felix,
talk
you don't have to get into
with
the
Lawrence
convention.
about it, and we can get either what you want out of it, if that's something the rest of the station currently, because we do not have a court system in place. We can see what the rest of the station thinks, if it's doable or not, and go from there. Or if you would prefer we wait till we have the court system in place. I currently see no reason as to why necessarily we would keep you in this cell. You've been sitting here this whole time being a calm individual and seemingly sane enough that you aren't going to hurt other people, but if that is what you would prefer is to stay in the prison, I can do that.
I mean,
if that's also what
honestly,
the other people would want, then their opinions will also have to be taken into account on if we can let you be on just like house arrest, you to just go back to what you were already doing, which is staying in the zone, just without the add-on of the prison cell.
alright. I just think a proper trial would make more sense, especially in my case.
Then, would you like to stay in the prison or would you like house arrest?
What is he accused of?
Oh, wait.
What he was accused of was threatening the lives of the station and allowing an entity in here that would and will kill literally everybody. It has stated before that it does not care. It has killed multiple people on site. And from what we were all told, he was threatening to let it in here and locking us all inside with it.
Yeah, sorry, but it's a really tough case.
That is what he is accused of. Yes, Orion.
For a trial type thing, I love the little thing we have set up, but like, is there a way we could possibly maybe next to the infirmary over there put like an actual building or something a little bigger? Or do you think maybe we can ask that giant snail if he would politely move and then like trim a little bit of that
I don't see
fuck
why
ass
not
tree.
why we wouldn't need to build a space there. If everybody's okay and good with that, we can build like an actual courthouse.
What? I have, well,
I don't think that would be necessary.
Well,
I don't think it's necessary, but if we're wanting a more official, like, building, the community, the next to community house is a house I kind of built in terms of house arrest a very long time ago.
I was talking about more for like trials and stuff.
I know, I'm saying we demolish
Oh.
the house and put one there.
Oh, but I like that house.
Motherfucker!
I would like that house. It was made for me. It was made for me.
It was! We could keep it, never mind. Fuck yeah, guys.
No,
I'm going to at least ask this of all of you. Would you all say you would be fine allowing Angus to be out of the prison? Or do you feel it is unsafe at this time? Because this wouldn't be just me dictating it. Well, yes, I have a card to the prison. It is not me getting to dictate what we do currently.
Go ahead, you raise your hand first.
If people would be comfortable, I can run a mental evaluation. And based on those results, we can kind of maybe talk about it.
Perhaps a bit of a required therapy, maybe? If Kada is fine with that idea?
I'd be
Is
fine
this
with that.
stuff you would consent to, Angus? If this
I
is
consent
what
to it.
everybody agrees on.
And I think as long, perhaps no key card to the halls just yet, but required therapy, make sure he's okay, then eventually get one back. I think it's just fine.
I mean, honestly, preferably, I don't want a key card at any point in time right now.
Okay.
I'm on my last life.
Fine.
We can grant you that. We can do that. But Lou, Felix, and Mal, what are your views on?
I mean, I'd rather. Oh, sorry. You go,
It's okay.
Scaff.
I'd say if he wants the mental eval and the therapy, and he is okay with not receiving a key card, I don't see an issue.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And also just the fact that, like, you know, he was left down there for however long. I think it would be stupid of us to just put him back in after that, so...
Felix?
It can be your house that you have.
Yeah, man.
You can live next to me.
Okay.
Required.
Oh.
Hmm.
That was ominous. That was an ominous add-on.
That wasn't. You didn't even have that level of that word when you told me to live there. You're just like, okay, yeah, the boom.
You
There
have
you
like
go.
5 houses, dog. I don't need to tell you where to live.
Ryan's 18 million properties.
Hey.
It does Felix seem like the majority is okay as long as he's medically evaluated. What is your opinion on allowing him out of the prison right now?
Me?
Yes. You haven't spoken on it.
I mean, like, you know, I'm a big believer. I recently turned into Elite, guys. I'm a big believer in second chances, and I think if I want to stick by my idea of the whole fresh start thing, I think that Angus deserves a fresh start as well by being released and helping.
Okay. Does that sound good for you, Lawrence? Because you are now going to possibly be representing Angus. Does this all sound legally correct?
My client consented to it, so then it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Then, if there's time after this meeting, if Kader, if you want to do a evaluation on him, and then we will, if it comes back that you are mentally cleared, then you will be free to walk around the safe zone. And for your ask of not having a key card, we will withhold the key card for now.
Alright.
Okay. Is there anything else that we
You both look at me.
would like to talk about, or shall we move on to people's thoughts and feelings about Tim and possibly opening suggestions book about what we think we should do, because he is still a danger to us even though he is out in the hall.
Felix,
Me, yes.
do you have your card back yet, or what?
No, I don't have my card back, and I will probably never get my card back.
Then I want to discuss that.
I did. Oh, Cameron. I did make a book about it, and in a similar fashion, I would like to suggest that
I still feel like
that Felix can also get a mental eval, and everybody can vote upon it.
Yeah, let's do it right now, guys. Mental eval.
We are in the middle of a meeting.
We're in the
Give Vegas
middle.
a
I
mental
would be
eval.
fine with that, but we're in the middle of a meeting.
Felix, the mental evaluations will be happening after the meeting.
Oh, I was told I
If that is
needed
something
to
you would
mentally
like,
evaluate
and
Angus.
to see if you can get a card back.
I mean, we just asked Angus if he consented to having his card
Oh,
revoked,
okay.
right? That's what we just did, right?
No,
Yeah.
we asked his consent if he wanted the mental evaluation and the card back, and he said he did not want the card back.
Okay, so he didn't want his card back, right? We asked him, right?
Hey, Angus, can
Yeah,
you give
we
me your
didn't
card?
ask Felix, though.
Yeah, we didn't ask Felix if it was okay to take his card. We just did.
Yeah, we didn't ask me. We just threatened my life. You know, that's okay.
Hold on, Felix, shut up for a minute.
This is me
Slow down.
looking at the situation with Angus and looking at the situation with Felix.
I think, here's what I think. Here's what I think. Okay? Nobody's freedom of movement should be restricted unless they've been accused or convicted of a crime. Has Felix been accused or convicted of a crime? Has he?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Accused. I don't
You
think
have been
convicted,
accused.
right?
Accused,
Never convicted.
Which one?
Innocent until proven guilty. Innocent
Accused.
until proven guilty.
Which crime has he been accused of?
Oh, go get the book.
I need to know.
You know, I was just like ready, so can I like sue Caldera for threatening my life? Is that an option, Lawrence? Can I sue my life for being threatened?
There's no
A 5-minute recess.
There's no suing yet. There's no property really to be swapped.
Well, about that.
Break my stupid. Break
You're
my
not
stupid
good money,
shit.
Ryan.
The only person that's suable is Orion and his 18 million properties.
Bro, you need to start like a house.
Sue him for one of his 16 million houses.
Ah, robbing me like my ex did, whatever that is.
Can I, Melody, can I come up and read aloud?
I shall step down.
This book contains the issue regarding Felix's restrict keycard. Felix currently lacks a keycard. This is due to interference and mismanagement with entities and doctors. There were 2 attempts of trying to get a hold of the keycard Felix, the second which I received the keycard. If you would like more information, please, it just says in the book to please come find me and I can explain more, as it's a lot
This
to
book
put in
seems
one book.
demonizing.
There will be a larger discussion later down the line of Felix being given a keycard, and this is open to community discussions, and these restrictions have been put in place to protect Felix and the safe zone. As well as I had a talk with Melody and Felix yesterday about the issue regarding the keycard, of which Felix did agree, and Melody can attest to this, of Felix understanding why the keycard was taken away, and that eventually a mental eval can happen, and that he can receive the keycard back. That is, we have openly been communicating about this issue. This is not something
I don't like
secret.
That book, though. I don't like that book. That book feels demonizing. That book feels.
Felix, shut up.
Saying that I was like.
Shut up for a minute. Shut up.
Felix.
Felix.
Felix, look at me. I told you I'd help you here with understanding things. It is not Caldera did not write that in a demonizing manner. You did.
You're not the one that's being.
Felix, I'm trying to help you. Shut up.
You did.
Thanksgiving is coming early, guys.
With phones. Did take me
I
Apollo
really have a gun to my
Cypress
head.
2.
Felix, just listen to what they're saying.
You didn't have a gun to your head when you took me, Apollo, and Cypress to blank after I.
How did I know
explained
that
to
was
you-
gonna lead me to the doctor?
I
How did I know?
Felix.
I told you. What Caldera is stating is just the fact that you have previously worked with the doctors and or have taken people.
Yeah,
to the
because you
doctors.
know the doctor sort of said like, "Hey, do this or I fucking kill you." How about
And that is where you can plead your case in a trial. You can plead your case that you were held at gunpoint. But that is just explaining as to why Caldera felt you and multiple other citizens felt the need to take your car. You did agree to Caldera. You did agree to Caldera giving me mental evaluation later down the line and possibly getting your key card back. You did agree to that yesterday. I can't agree with Caldera there. If you want to continue to argue, I want to ask that you please wait for court, because this is not the time to argue. Yes, the book to you sounds demonizing, but it is Caldera explaining her thoughts and feelings of why she took the part.
I would also think if
You
have
just
a
said the
computer-
book sounds demonizing. You just said that word
They
for
said
word.
if it sounds demonizing. I would also like to say if you want to argue something, I believe you should discuss it with Lawrence and have it be more properly stated.
Well,
instead
no,
of
because my
saying
business
that-
is being thrown. My business is being thrown on, so might as well
Felix.
blame it on my own business.
Felix.
You know,
Felix,
Do yourself a favor. Close your mouth for a minute. We'll talk later.
please, I know, but you need to breathe.
It is
Getting
bullshit.
rude about this is not helping you.
But you gotta keep cool. And we'll figure it out. Right?
Listen to Lawrence.
Which
Is that it with the people? Or do you need more context?
No, I'll get it. I'll get it from them and then from you after. I'll talk to you all individually.
Is that the last topic before we move on to 10? I know last time Ryan talked about us not moving forward with doing anything in regards to attacking him or dealing with him in the moment. However, I have multiple pictures of traps he has set up out in the halls that I have stumbled upon and or triggered myself. If Chris was here, she could attest to my statement that she herself has fallen victim to one of them herself. And while I'm not saying we need to do anything right at this moment, I do want to open the floor for people to talk about how they feel about Tim, more so the people that were affected by Tim. I know Xavier wrote a book that I gave to you, Mel, if we want to start with Xavier, or if somebody else would like to start about your thoughts and feelings on Tim, we can do that, but I would like to hear from the people who were affected by him before moving on to the rest of everybody's opinions.
Are you gonna let the boy speak even though he's not here? I said we can let the boy speak even though he's not here.
Okay. I can read the book first, if that's
Okay. Yeah, because I do have thoughts, but I don't want to.
There are some grammatical errors. I will be correcting in post.
What? Xavier made grammatical. What?
He has run-on sentences.
Yeah, some run-on sentences, some cut-off sentences. I will be. Most of this is quoted. There's like one sentence that goes absolutely nowhere that I will be leaving out.
No. I think it's all relevant. I think it's all objectively relevant.
But like, it's literally a sentence that starts and then it looks like he forgot to keep typing.
Throw it in for throw it in there. Throw it in there for comic relief. Throw it in there for comic relief. For comedic relief.
I'll read the book.
God.
I have to. Like, library boy messed up on grammar. That's funny as hell. Anyway. Alright. Firstly, I want to apologize for my absence. I promise my intention isn't to hide from this discussion. I know full well my side of however we're referring to this incident needs to be heard, and I appreciate the restraint from everyone greatly on the matter. Your patience truly means a lot. To put it simply, I cannot forgive him. I will not. Those who have bit me, I will always extend a hand to again. I believe everyone deserves a second chance. I think I despise myself for the fact I cannot find it in me to do that this time. I'm still understanding my own feelings. It is still a little hard to process and recall the exact events of the day. The wound was fresh, clearly. Someone I cared for committed an unspeakable act. I wish I could have done what I always do, keep the peace, talk it out. That doesn't seem to be the solution this time. I tried to reason, rationalize with a man beyond such things, and my stubborn, stupid idea of that is what cost my life. I am not the only one with scars. The decision falls to us all on what to do next. I have heard what has happened in my absence, the threats and fights. I've heard the fear I share in it. That's something we can overcome with time and each other's help, but as long as he is out in the halls with his eyes on us, that fear will linger. I know, at least for me, it will. Something must be done. I cannot suggest what. I truly don't know. This is the sentence that just kind of cuts off with doing nothing at all will. And then that's where the sentence ends. I think if I know nothing is being done, it will rot me from the inside out, and if I must take action myself, I will. I can't bear anyone else slipping through the cracks. I cannot let another Tim or Maverick under the lights slip away because of our inaction. Whatever comes next, even if I am without my voice, please know I will not stop trying to speak for what is right. I leave it to you all to take the first step on that path.
Thank you for reading that aloud. Orion, you said you had things you wanted to share?
Yeah.
Do you want
better take the stab him on in court.
Alright, Lawrence, get.
Shit. Okay. Well, my thoughts on the matter have not changed at all. I mean, the traps are problematic, of course. I mean, it's affecting, but like, it's just, I think it just comes with the occupational hazard. I mean, we know there's risks out there all the time. Him is just another factor in these risks that we have to be observant and wary of. And while I do agree something needs to be done, I don't think I still stand by a witch hunt and going out there and killing him is the right action. I mean, obviously we can't bring him back. He won't come back. He will actively seek us. Well, I don't know about seeking us out, but if we go looking for trouble, point being is if we go look for trouble, trouble will find us. And if trouble finds us, what we need to do is effectively minimize that risk of collateral damage, which is why, like you said, having the buddy system. If people are going out, go out with somebody, stuff like that, especially the second floor. I don't know what floors he's all been seen on, but I know he mainly hangs out on the second floor as he resides in the Rec Room of Balance area. But if you see traps, it's just even before the traps, you always have to look before you leave. When you go out there, you have to look for, because the traps might be new in a way from like Tim, but like there's things out there that are just equally, if not worse. Like, we don't know what kind of fuck up things are waiting for us when we go out there every time we go out. So if we just crumple at the fact that Tim, a former safe zoner, is leaving traps, we just need to be a little more observant. And if we see these traps, disarm him. Take away his resources, and sooner or later, if we run him dry, and if it seems like we don't, well then I think the next course of action is to figure out where he's getting these materials from. If it seems like he's getting these, like, if we keep taking away his resources for these traps and they don't seem to go away, figure out where he's getting it from, and then we stop that problem and then go from there. But I don't think actively hunting him or going out there with the intent to kill him is what we need to do at all. That's my opinion on it. I mean, I'm welcome to rebuttals, questions, comments, concerns, I guess. But my stance is still very much the same on we take his problems as they come, but him as a whole, we don't touch.
Amen.
So pretty much just take his resources until no more.
Exactly. Because, I mean, not to bring up old wounds, obviously, but like you went out, you got banged up. You got banged up.
I did. I went out seeking
And
a fight with him.
so
That's what I got. I'm not suggesting we fight with him.
So. But that's where I stand on the matter. I don't know if anyone else has anything.
I have something to say.
What? You
Never
have something
mind.
to say?
Is it in regards to what Orion just said, or is it what you asked me about just now?
He said, never mind.
Hey, no. When did I say that? Actually,
Oh.
I'm a big guy. I'm a big dog.
Are you gonna
Okay.
say it from there, or are you gonna come up here and say it?
Give me a second. I have to unplug my Christmas lights.
What?
Leave them on there like
Oh, so somebody's gonna need to wipe off that lectern.
Ryan, why are you sitting on it, by the way?
Because I don't want to stand.
That's Mouse Lecter.
Disrespectful.
Is your name on it? Where's your name
I
on
made
it?
it. I crafted it. I made
Is
it. I
there-
put it there.
Erm,
all that stuff on there right now is my shit, dude.
Has anybody seen you make these, or did you make them in the comfort of your own home? Were there witnesses? Did anybody see? Who?
I was in the middle of a I set it up in the middle of last meeting.
I can't. What? I can't see anything. Why? Who turned out the lights? What? I don't.
Shall we get
There's
back
a lot
to
of
the
things I can say
meeting?
right now.
Felix,
Well, I'm
what
waiting for
you're
Felix to-
talking about?
We'll move on to other matters, shall we?
Okay.
I did just tell him a second ago that I would. If you, Mallard, Kildare, and Marcus first, I wanted you to speak first before we get to everybody else's talk on it, seeing as you are the last two that are currently able to talk. If you two want to, you do not have to.
I'm fine.
I'm good.
Alright. Then, yeah, he can speak.
Depending on what he says, though, I might
that.
speak.
Okay, that's
We'll see.
okay.
We'll see how this
You
ends
can
up.
change your mind. This was me wanting to hear from the people that were affected by him first, and I would do the same if Cypress was here, but she's currently
Oh, forget the devil.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go check on somebody, guys.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna let Pete check on
Cogs
them.
have been stuck in my head, and I am back,
No, I
baby.
won't. Yes, I will.
Welcome back.
Check on them because I'm live.
Are you coming up here to speak?
Oh, what does it look like, the guy?
I'm gonna throw you in the blender.
Alright. What do you guys...
Gob King
That
is
was
the life
Envy
of
the
everyone on
Thorn.
stage.
Alright, so there's no other way to clarify this. I'm going to say it, but if the people are willing to listen, then you can listen. Yes, there's a photo of me with Tim. Yes, I know about it. No, I am not conspiring with Tim. Yes, he threatened me. Yes, there is no crossbow in that image. Yes, he did have a crossbow point at me later in that evening. Great. Now that that's out the way. I believe that Tim only has the upper hand advantage as down here in the safe zone we have a social construct. We have people. We have the ability to have rights, privileges, anything like that. Tim is free from that. He can essentially do anything he wants out there without the idea of consequence, and I think that is something that I began to realize personally, and I want to express my feelings on that with all of you. That Tim essentially is free from consequence in some weird way. And I think that's what truly gives him a upper hand over the safe zone. I just wanted to quickly mention this right now.
Upper hand in what?
I can kind of see where you're coming from with that statement about how how it feels like there's no consequences, but it's because he made the active choice to leave this place. We can't just punish him because he's not here. And I mean, obviously, people have had issues, and honestly, it is kind of getting troublesome to the point where our automatic is just witch hunt, murder, etc. It feels unpunished because at this moment he's not being punished. But I also feel in a way he is being punished because even though he's inflicted all of this and he's seen the damage he's done, we are not letting it destroy us.
Yeah.
We're not giving him a reaction, and I think in a way of that of itself, I think is a little. Obviously, it's not like a systematic punishment. Like he's not in jail, but like
It's not conventional, you think?
yeah, and plus.
No.
Him is just a dangerous individual. I mean, like I said when I was up there, I didn't mean to re-bring it up, but Melody went and got badly injured. Imagine what,
Yeah,
and Melody is a skillful fighter. So imagine if somebody, if it's just we don't know how to punish him, and I think we should figure that out without hunting him down.
Yeah.
So they're
as long as we sit in here and he's out there, he's getting away consequence free. There was no real slap on the wrist for him hurting Melody.
well, and also the consequence as well of just being out there. I mean, the halls are known to inflict mental damage on people, so him just staying out there in a sense of itself is
Torture.
yeah.
What if he wants that though? If he's out there for so long and if he knows about it, what if he's
Well, self-inflicted punishment, the word punishment is still there, whether he wants it or not. He's still being punished. His mental psyche is getting...
What if he doesn't consider that a punishment?
The halls
What if
are
he considers it a reward?
It doesn't matter what he considers. Why does that matter? Why does any of that shit matter?
Somebody had his hand up.
Who has their hand up?
Melody.
Yes, Melody.
This discussion is getting a little heated. I can tell just a little bit. We're raising some voices.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's heated. I mean, I completely
I mean,
understand
we're
what Ryan's
raising
saying.
voices, not heated in the sense that it's getting bad and we're arguing.
We should raise our voices. We should be.
But if we are raising our voices, it gets a little too loud and people are going to step away from the meeting. I'm not saying don't raise your voices, I'm saying...
Can't handle the heat, don't be in the kitchen.
I mean, I'm handling the heat just fine. I mean, I completely understand what you're saying, Ryan. If that's like, if you're trying to make me understand, if you're trying to make me listening, I am listening, I am understanding. If that was your goal to talk to me about.
Did you...
Yeah,
My
no,
main point of raising my hand...
And I hope you understand what I'm saying too. That's the goal, like having this conversation. Does that make sense? Anyways, there's so many people that raise their hands. Holy crap! Who raised their hands?
What's going on?
Okay, what's up, Paul?
What has been discussed? What has been discussed since I've been gone?
That people do not want to punish it. It is simply the lack of current ability. With all the resources Tim has currently, there would be too many lives lost, too much danger to it. I believe right now it's a matter of simply waiting it out until we are capable of actually punishing him. With how it is, people would be hurt, and we have to determine that it is simply not worth it yet.
No.
I can assure you that people are going to want to punch him when we can feel it. He is not going to get away
Can I just
scot-free.
question you on one thing with that?
Yes.
How long do you think is too long?
How long do I think it's too long? I suppose it would depend on the crime, no?
I mean, he has... I love the idea that we can train out his resources, but the halls can give him just as much resources.
What?
If there seems no sign that he is losing resources, we can come up with a plan at the other meeting that we that we can hopefully drain out his resources. This would have to be a separate meeting on the possibility that it cannot be drained. But as of right now, that is our current plan. All we can do is hopefully drain his resources so with that we have a chance. Tim has been here for far longer than a lot of us. It is unlikely that he doesn't have more resources than most people. People would get far more hurt than we simply avoided him for now. There is not necessarily an easy how long is too long. And that's something that the safe zone will have to decide.
Can I also point out that he's currently residing in technically another group's place in which we physically cannot go in there and like force him out of there, or else we will get in trouble. That's also an important thing to consider here. Is that currently he's under someone else's jurisdiction right now.
He has protections that would get people killed if they tried, most likely. I believe Melody briefly told me that the Reverend can turn people into statues.
No one knows that.
I don't think I ever said that.
Oh, I think that might have been an out of character discussion. That was magical. My bad. My bad, game.
That's meta knowledge.
My bad.
Wait, no, never mind. I don't.
I might
Wait.
have mixed up an out of character discussion.
Oh, right, because I didn't.
You mixed up an out of character.
Right, because I rolled.
Yeah.
Another.
I might ignore that.
Wait, actually, I need to DM something.
Only Maverick does.
There was a discussion we had where we were running around, so I think that might have been brain using me being on with actual knowledge. My bad. Ignore that one. Are you still there, Felix? I don't think he heard half of what I said.
Dead. He's fucking dead.
This is tragic.
Do you think his just brain is just full of static?
While we wait for him to come back, I did want to put down a book of suggestions of how people would want to handle Tim, regardless of just waiting for his resources to run out, so we're already on top of it, or when and if his resources don't run out. I'm not saying attacking him, because we all know that is not the move here, but we do, as Xavier wished, he wants something being done. And I think I can agree with him that we do need to do something maybe a little bit more, whether it's getting prepared or actively taking initiative into finding a way to deal with him right now. It's just a matter of having a book down of what to do in case the other options appear, where we do have to come face to face with him and handle the situation that way.
Yes, I do believe though should be a meeting that the victims are there for. It cannot be a meeting without them, as they are the ones that have been most hurt.
Yeah.
Yes. That is the point. It is for all of you to say what you want to happen, because I can recognize the fault of the safe zone is not listening to people who are the victims in situations. Myself included in both having ignored victims and or being the ignored victim. I want to make sure everybody's voices are heard, the opinions on those affected by Tim get a choice in what happens. If they want it, if you guys don't want it, that's up to you. I know, regardless, I want to get something out there for the inevitable of us having to find another way to deal with him. Just so we have suggestions down. Not saying we have to act on any of the suggestions or do any of the suggestions, it's just suggestions of how to handle it for when it comes up eventually. As I feel it would.
Yes, he's buffering.
Where the fuck did he go?
Guys, my freaking storm is getting out of hand here.
Oh no.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Is my G on?
Yeah.
RP failing? Is my G on RP failing?
Yeah.
Completely bought out who you're
My
killing.
You like
Holy
Family Guy
airball,
death pose in the
bruh.
middle of the conversation.
This was, hold on, I can accurately reenact what this was here.
Everyone in this place hates me.
When did you step away? Because I think you stepped away like mid Falsus's whole thing, and then also Mal pointing at Tim is not in our jurisdiction anymore. He's literally living with the cult people that will
I'm
kill
just a
us if
bum,
we try
bro.
to force him
Can I
out.
just say I'm just a bum? Can I just say I'm just a bum?
Yes.
You
Just
can,
I'm a bum.
and like no one will argue against it.
Anyways.
Oh,
Wow, thank you.
If you want to hear what I said, we can
Just-
talk later if you so wish.
That's great,
we're not
Falsus. What did you say, Mal? You know, I have hearing aid. You know, I
Oh,
think I'm hearing aid.
I said it's also important to keep in mind that Tim is currently staying with like a different group right now, and he's under their jurisdiction and protection right now. And so even if we wanted to go get him, we'd run the risk of that place being mad at us and getting violent towards us.
Then, like, I mean, like, I don't
It's
want to
not
say it,
just
but
him
I'm
on
about to
his
say
own.
it. Why can't he just, like, be their problem instead? I don't want to say that, but I'm going to say that.
Because the issue is he's not staying there
If we
and
have no
only
control over
staying
it.
there. It's he comes out and intentionally attacks and antagonizes people here. He
Then-
breaks into the safe zone.
Then why don't we just negotiate with the Reverend? Hey, so one of your little guys is like
Because-
nut job.
Because a
Can we
little
just
bit ago,
negotiate?
the rec room area was made as a safe zone or a safe haven for us to come and go as
It's
if we
sanctuary.
need. It's a sanctuary. Yes.
Tim is calling sanctuary. That is what
Yes.
he's currently doing.
So he's chilling out somewhere where like we can't touch him. And
But he can't touch us. He can't touch us.
But
While
can't-
we're in there,
okay,
he
that's-
can
you know
he
what?
can
Yeah.
leave there and set up traps in the halls and come into our area. Those are things he can still do. But while he's
That's so
there, we
great.
can't touch him and he can't touch us.
I'm so happy to hear that. Actually, you can tell I'm being sarcastic when I say that.
That
Can you,
is
like, just
that's
hear
the
the added
issue
sarcasm?
at hand right now. The issue isn't that he's staying there. If he was staying there and sticking to that area, then that I would be.
We would all sing
Fine,
Kumbaya and like be in a real big circle.
The problem is he comes out into the halls and sets up traps and attacks people and breaks into people's houses and leaves ominous.
He broke into
things in
Falsus'
their
house.
What?
Yeah, he's broken into Cypress's
Yep.
house in the past.
And you're going to tell me this when?
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna talk about that. Like that's gonna be another talking point later. That like this guy's like I think trying to communicate with me.
I think he's just messing with some people.
When did
No,
Tim
he's
break
like-
into Falsus's house?
So like
Really?
he like totally figured out where I was sleeping. By that I mean he had to go inside of Faltus' house. Do you know when we were?
Is this where you lied
We
to
were
me that
reading
you got a
Day
receipt,
Yahweh.
Felix?
Oh, I totally lied in front of your face. I'm so sorry. Because this guy may or may not kill me by spilling the beans. So,
Well then,
in order to prevent my life from not getting stolen, I'm not gonna say the contents of what's inside what I was given, but I can admit that Tim did make contact with me.
Hello, baby.
Can I say that?
Sorry, there's
Can I say that?
What the fuck?
That's cat.
Can I say that?
Deaf and
Like,
blind.
well, I feel like you brought up the issue. I feel like even it's a double-edged sword, man. You can't
So
talk
if
about
I-
the
if I
contents,
reveal
but
the
you have
contents, I
contents, and
kill.
now we want a level of transparency.
No,
The whole
and I want to give that level of transparency. I really do. If
Well,
I
then-
could, I would, because it's a
just
common
leave it
goal.
out somewhere and let us look at it. But it
That's
on the
still
way,
him
turn your back on
giving it out,
Wish I
man.
could. I wish I could, but if I did,
Felix, he's not
He
gonna
would
know.
find
He's
out,
not
and
in
he
the
would-
safe zone.
he's always
What did
watching.
he say?
That
He
boy's
is in the
watching.
halls.
Felix, with all he knows, with what he knows now, I mean, no
Maybe.
He
offense,
could
and
also
I.
just like be blowing smoke up my butt too.
Well, also not just that, but like,
Say something.
well, hold on, I was speaking. Just
I was speaking before you, Ryan. You cut me off.
okay, whatever.
Just
I
give
would
him
like to
the-
say he is.
Sorry, sometimes in chat, my bad.
He could be using voices to listen in. If the contents of the book are dangerous, we should not trust Felix to put his life in danger over it.
He has had a history
Especially
now of
if
using
he
entities.
broke into my house. It feels like he's getting in somehow. We should direct our attention to that. How he is getting in.
He does have access to a entity that is a water entity, if that makes sense, and it can like transport anyone or anything to any body of water. He's befriending it, and he is avidly making moves to try and find a way, in my belief, to utilize it.
He did name this. I can't confirm.
And
Orion.
also, I want to mention to you, Orion. Unfortunately, if we can, rewind the clock, can we talk about how pushing personal business worked so well with Bones real fast? I really, again, would love the transparency, but the last time I was transparent, it sort of got Caldera almost killed. So, I don't really want to do it.
The last time you were not transparent. I found everything out via multiple other people.
You dug into my
multiple
life.
other people bringing me their issues. I got hurt because of your fucking actions. So shut the fuck up about something that we're just gonna toss around for a couple more hours. Sit your ass down and maybe go. I'm gonna go take a breath. Oh my god.
Let's take a 5-minute reset.
Oh, hold on. Angus raised his hand.
Angus,
Yeah, Angus, what's up, bro?
can
What's up,
it
bro?
wait, or do you want to, or
It's fast.
Nah, he has the right to talk. He has the right to talk. What's up, bro?
Talk a lot for not knowing what.
Oh, I love talking.
Oh, it's obvious.
Yeah, I did.
But understandably, you weren't here. But I was in the halls for around 6 months, and I almost ended up dead.
Congrats, you want a
So
medal
if you-
you want a cookie for like 6 months, dude?
Felix?
I don't care.
Felix, you are
punishment.
validating Angus's feelings. You need to not do that.
The punishment of him being in the halls is good enough. If he is a much better fighter than anyone, but we are hurting people's right now. I am a person who ran the halls, but I'm sitting my ass down, keeping myself quiet because I know what I did was wrong. You have done, apparently in your case, you have done nothing wrong, but you are actually, you're fucking talking a lot for someone who's not done wrong. Are you trying to hide something?
No.
What? Okay.
No.
No.
Dude,
I'm well aware that I'm the most hated motherfucker in this place. I'm well aware that, half the people here want me dead, so why would I try and hide everything that I'm doing if all the cards are against me?
I'm a person who's right in the halls, and I'm sitting my ass down, being
This
quiet.
doesn't affect my life in any way. I just want to say this to you. This
About the
genuinely,
You
you
are
saying about the
such-
halls does not affect my life. And
You're
I'm gonna be
such
honest
a
and say
sad,
that.
pathetic man. You know that, right?
Jesus.
Your
Cut it
opinion
off,
does not.
yeah.
I don't give a
All
gap.
right,
Can I
all
say
right,
that?
all right, all right. Recess. Go, Felix. Go take a walk.
Fuck off.
Never, Brad.
Go take a walk.
Owen, could you accompany speak with Felix?
Jesus.
Go.
it went that way.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll
That got off the rails a little bit.
what'd you expect?
Some civility. Did you go in the hospital or did you go around?
Fuck if I know.
I haven't seen you a little bit. You said you were sick. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can you come out and talk with me, Lawrence?
I'm just chilling, watching over Cypress. I mean, Pebble's asleep.
Well, you are aware Pebble and Melly, as the family, don't really want you near Cypress. You are aware of this.
Felix, come on out.
Anywhere that I please.
Felix, come on.
Hospital, Felix.
Come on, bud.
You know
Let's
what?
go.
You know what? I actually would rather. I don't care, actually.
There you go. Thank you.
I'm just gonna go on my own merry way
Felix, we talked about
and
this.
get some
take
fresh
the
air.
deep
I'm gonna
breath
get some
and
fresh air.
calm.
I'm gonna get some fresh air. That's the goal. We're all getting fresh air. You two get fresh air. I need fresh air. You two need fresh air. I actually, I got a base call. I actually got a collar on my name right now.
Give me a second if you may.
Alright. Jesus. All these people. Fucking Christ. Am I gonna have to run? Yeah, I'm gonna have to run, aren't I? Shit.
Yeah.
She's pretty frustrated with you.
Yeah.
Before you go, how do you feel about snow cones?
Too sugary for me.
It's flavored ice.
It's literally like syrup. Like it's just like sugar
That's what
syrup.
makes it great. That's what makes it great.
I'm not like a sweets person.
That's what makes it great.
I get like sad about me not liking snow cones.
Try.
Alright, I'll be back.
He gets me. Now I want a snow cone. I hate doing this to myself.
Why would you do this to yourself?
Because envy is a bum. Oh, now I'm sounding like. Oh! Okay, I'm back. Anyway.
He needs 5 minutes and we can talk with him. He needs 5 minutes and we can talk with him.
Jesus.
What about foosball?
Uh-huh.
Put a pin in it, alright? I love you so dearly. There's a lot going on right now.
Well, exactly. I'm just kind of. Okay.
I need to focus. I'm sorry. I can't handle 50 million things being ping-ponged while I'm trying to focus on the serious stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take the recess to go see Cypress. Okay.
Okay.
Lawrence, while we're on recess, would you like to look at the book?
Sure.
There you
Okay. Oh, boy. Anyone can call for trial. Okay. That's a choice.
I mean, if you...
I'm gonna review it all. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Okay. Most of it is good. I mean, I guess you can amend some of it. It's imperfect, but that's how a system is. It's always going to be imperfect. Anyone calling a trial at any time is not going to happen, because you're going to have people like Felix just calling trials for random bullshit. That's not how this should work. if something can be solved with a quick 10-minute conversation, it does not need a trial.
Yeah.
So
I
only...
can include that a trial can be dismissed if it's not like a... Well, I'll probably amend that once we get the laws and stuff, but a trial can be dismissed if it's a matter that can be solved outside of it.
Okay.
But do you think maybe we can incorporate like the 10-minute thing? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I mean, I do, but like
rather hypothetical. A lot of conversations can be a lot of situations.
maybe 10
can
to like
involve
30 minutes.
conversation, but also sometimes people are not willing to do that.
Okay.
I would like to. I'll amend that when we get the laws and stuff in place because I don't want to like say anything dismissive in that I'm freezing to death. I don't want to say anything dismissive in the statement and then like we have a law that immediately contradicts what I say in that section. So I'll probably amend that once we figure out. I don't have any of the wool stuff. Whoopsies.
Yeah.
I just have, like I have boots. I have the boots.
I gave you that.
Joy, thank you.
Okay.
But to be fair, it does specify in the case of a group or individual causing harm to the safe zone as a whole, anyone can call for the trial.
Yes.
So it would have to abide by that. Not like this person said something mean to me.
Yeah.
That's not exactly a safe zone wide issue.
Good.
And then the restrictions and stuff, are those good? Do you think anything else should be specified for that?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, but if I get a chance to reread it, I might find something. But
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah, I was trying to be as specific as I could with things, including with, you know, a minor can't be put in that position. I know it's unlikely, but we have had situations in the past where people are doing 16 and were put in that kind of position, and I don't think that's healthy or responsible at all. So. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
At least we managed to get through most of the meeting without a big blow up.
I guess.
Tiny victories.
I feel like it shouldn't necessarily count as a victory, but...
Oh no, this is not a win. Not even close. I mean, cool, glad people were here, but, you know, nothing happened. And now everybody's, you know, going to their fucking corners.
No one's ever gonna agree on what to do about Tim. And that's
I'm aware.
the problem. They want to keep talking about it, and they want to keep trying to find a solution, but no one's gonna agree on a solution.
Just let him fuck off.
Some people want to kill him, and other people don't want to do that. And other people want to leave him alone, but other people don't want to do that.
You know what?
Attacking people, and so they're gonna constantly argue forever and ever and ever about it.
You know what? I've come around on this. If somebody wants to go in there and do it, let them. And when they die, that'll serve as a reminder why you don't do that shit. The consequence. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? Just throwing ourselves at them like some kind of fucking, I don't know, like Rocky. You're not Rocky. None of these fucking people are Rocky. You're a dweeb in the audience who's gonna get his ass beat.
I think with the fact that he's taking sanctuary, it doesn't hurt to try, but I think the fact we can use that and maybe go and try and have a discussion with him to see
He's
what.
not going to want to talk to him.
Oh no.
After people continuously go up there and bug him, no. It Tim isn't going to give a shit.
What I necessarily mean is I don't mean we don't talk. I don't know. The Rec Room people are harboring him. They're letting him take sanctuary. He's been talking to the Reverend. I don't know if there's a way to facilitate something between not the three of us, but like pass a message to the Reverend. The Reverend passes it to Tim. Tim talks to the Reverend.
This is his belief. It's gotten this far. He's not going to just back off of it because someone told him to. I know that's the hope that he will, but the realistic situation is he's not gonna give a shit because why would he? At this point. There was what, 2 people in his entire time here that actually like talked to him like he was a person. Why the fuck would he listen to anyone here? Why would he feel the need to give a shit? Someone else telling him, hey, stop bullying these people isn't gonna suddenly change his mind. If he's gonna change his mind, it's gonna be because he changes his belief. And that would take a lot. Because really what has there been to prove anything he's said or believed in otherwise? None of the stuff that he's preached about has necessarily been wrong, not because it's objectively right, but because people keep proving him right.
Mm-hmm.
So why the fuck would he listen to people asking him politely to stop?
It's because people are wishful thinkers, and they think that their way is gonna work.
It is
And
a nice optimistic, but it's not realistic, and we need to keep in mind the realistics.
that's the point. Is that it's not realistic. These people, my short time being here, and no, actually, full offense, most of the people here seem to be total fools. And I mean that. And they can't separate fiction from reality. So they think that whatever they do, now that they're not in the real world, has no consequences on the people around them, that they can just roam around, do whatever they want. They can make decisions, bring the decisions of the whole community into their hands, and everything's all right. We've seen this shit time and time again. This place fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And I want out. And I think that's what you would focus on. That's what I think we should be focusing on, how to get out.
I would like to focus on getting out, but I don't think that's possible when people are constantly at each other's throats.
Then they can get left here. At this point. And that's harsh. But at this point, I don't care.
I can understand that perspective, but I think it's important to care. At least from my view, I understand a lot of people here are selfish and stupid, and they don't always make the right choice. But I think community and being able to find even a few people to be able to exist with, I think that's what keeps us sane. And
I
fresh
guess.
and able to move forward. It's tough. People suck. But there's also good bits. There are things that are good. And I think it's important to include those with the bad.
Mm-hmm.
Focusing on one or the other isn't going to make you feel any better or see anything differently. As much as some of these people are stupid as hell, I care about them and I want them to survive.
I'm not saying that I don't want them to survive.
I know. I want them to be able to live. And I think if we're gonna get through this, everyone needs to figure out how to do that. Because at the end of the day, this place is going to require people to have each other's backs.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think people need to open their eyes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I.
What the hell?
You need me to move?
Do you need to ask that?
You're already here. It's fine. It's fine.
You could sit up.
Well, are we all back? Like, is everyone back?
No.
Not quite. I think we're ready to pause.
You did?
I did request another day, but that's because the meeting was going too long. But if it gets me out here to be a politician, that would be good.
What?
He needs to go be a politician.
I need to be a white man. I need to be a white man, Orion.
I need to go be a white man.
He needs to go be a
Why
white
would you
man,
want
and
to
I
do
was
that?
Like, you can use the evaluation and then get out of here, so I don't have to go put him in the prison.
No. No.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Shall I go lock you back up?
Yeah. All right. Goodbye, Chut.
Are we gonna do the house arrest thing? Isn't that what we're gonna do?
That was if the evaluation was what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go put it back.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Chut.
So this weather, am I right? I will say I would like to make a piece. Say something. When everybody gets back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay, bud?
I'm
Are you
pacing.
going to sleep?
What?
Are you falling asleep?
No.
I thought I heard snoring.
No.
The longer we just sit around waiting, the longer I think about it, though. It's also just because out of character, I have to leave in 20 minutes, but that's not that point. You know, obviously this is a joke, but I don't think we've heard the lizard's thoughts on the meeting so far. Or the toucan, or the
Oh shit, you're right.
This
goose.
is
Oh
fucked up, guys.
shit.
oh my god, not again!
Hmm?
There's a voice.
Is it the meat?
Is it the
Yes,
meat?
it is in fact the meat.
be.
No, I heard that one earlier.
It shows up sometimes.
Sometimes.
Honestly, I think that one's funny. Just because it says meep.
I've never heard
No,
of
it made
singing
fun of me
out.
earlier.
Oh, it spoke more than
What?
meep?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah?
Did it call you gay? I've heard that one goes around a lot.
Maybe, yeah, I really liked that being brought up again. It started giggling at it.
Hey, you're gay. Hold on, I got this.
Alright,
What? You can just... Are you just hiding behind it? Hang on. What are you hiding?
Yay!
Wow, you sound so much like that one. That other one.
I know, I do a good impression. I've never heard it, but I do good impression.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen the gay homosexual boys together in the same room before.
Wait,
I wonder if that means something.
you're not wrong about that.
Here 15 million years until
Yeah.
until they get back.
Oh god, I just realized I forgot to put the bee back. Hang on.
What?
Bee!
Oh, man, are you falling asleep?
Basically.
No, none of that.
I'm just sitting here. I'm waiting for these closing remarks that seem to get further and further away.
Yeah. I will be apologizing. An outburst like that wasn't necessary.
It's fine. You know, that's the way it should be. I mean, you feel.
There's better ways to go about saying what I needed to say. But I will also be stating that in the future,
No.
use my issues and
Here's
my experiences as a point to make.
here's the thing, though. That was dragging on for far too long, and he was just going in circles. Somebody needed to say something, and I'm glad it was you. Mm-hmm.
Still don't think it needed to be in that tone of voice for me. But I'll apologize for that. I'm not mad that I stopped him from running his mouth about something he really shouldn't have an opinion on. But, we're using my experiences as a reason as to withhold the truth from people. So... Oh. Ryan, why are you on a tree? Ryan, why are you on a house? Ryan, stop that. Oh, there he goes. Off into this. But I've been pushed to make statements on Tim and what I believe needs to happen, which when people are not given the idea that I would allow him to die or that I'm okay with him being hunted and killed, people resort to continue to ask me for my opinion when obviously that's not something I condone. And I was getting sick of that. I was getting sick of him. I got this dark chocolate from the Reverend Colin. I think you'd like him. And some tea. But, I was just upset. With, my own experiences consistently being used to prove other people's points when that's not what happened, or they don't know exactly what happened, or why something happened. And frankly, Felix blamed me for getting downed by the entity. He was the one who was yapping to a million other people about and kind of trying to do bad things to other people. And then those people were like, hey, Caldera, Felix is doing this bad thing. You should know about it. And I went, okay. And then I got hurt for it. Yeah, I was done. It's fucking done. No.
Makes sense.
It's his own fucking fault that he got caught, and it's not my fault that I had to find out through other people. Maybe shut your fucking mouth if you're gonna do something bad, or don't do it. Your wild thought.
I think these closing remarks are not gonna happen.
Most likely not. No.
How about you and I just go to bed?
Okay.
Fuck today.
Fuck today.
Alright. Oh boy. Oh, God.
I will remove this. Oh. Alright.
Good night.
Good night.
Alrighty. That is it for today. I am tired. I am so tired. Good time, good lore. 2 hours. Christ.